Yo, what it do, kinfolk and skinfolk? If this is your first time here, you not lost. You in the right place. If you are returning listener slash watcher, what's up? We missed y'all. Hope everything is good with everybody. This is indeed the Life Be Lifing podcast. You feel me? Hosted by none other than the famously funny, the witty, the wise, and the wonderful Mimi, the
Hey
goddess.
guys. Guy, you really be hyping me up. You be making me sound real great out this
His
show.
intros be like
They
on
are immaculate.
I'm not gonna lie. My alliteration on that, I didn't want to hurt myself, but I wanted to pat myself on the back. The alliteration on that was actually on
You
one.
did that.
That was on one. I was impressed with myself.
As you
All
should.
W's. All W's. Hey, you gotta do what you say, turn that L into what? Yeah, all W's round here.
No L's, all W's.
I think I'm gonna use that one. Use that one. Turn that L into a day. I'm gonna use that one. That was a good one.
Take
For
them
sure,
L's and
for
turn
sure.
it
That's
into W.
listen, we got trademark that joint. I ain't hearing nobody else do that.
I know.
Yeah.
And she is flanked by none other than your favorite fat freckled man, the big dog himself. You hear me? Your favorite coach's favorite coach, pulling up from wherever I could make it from. Splash Charles. You hear me? We are once again joined by my dog, man. Somebody who was out in the trenches with me on the courts and on the sidelines. You know, a fellow mentor and coach, and also fellow podcaster from B&B on the clock. We got Coach Reggie back with us in the building.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, let's get to the topic. Let's just jump right in.
Yeah,
no intros today. I'm back again. This is about multiple times. Let's jump right on in.
Let's do it.
Yeah, man. This episode, we're gonna talk about some truths, and we're gonna talk about the lies we've been told. Man, over the time in life, whether it's your parents, whether it's teachers, whether it's older siblings, cousins, whoever, they gave us one depiction of how things was going to be. And being as though all three of us now are in our 40s, we see certain things didn't quite go the way they gave it to us. You feel me?
Yes.
So we're going to talk about some of those things, and maybe we could talk about how we dealt with the reality shock, the reality check that came with finding out how it goes. Starting off, what's just something general in life that they told you that now you realize is not what they told you it was? And of course, we're gonna start with Mimi.
Now we gotta let the guests go first, man. Y'all keep trying to give me this.
He ain't no guest. He been here enough. He ain't no guest. He been here.
Hey, am I still considered a guest at this point?
Cuz know how it go.
True.
He a guest, but not a guest. You mean me and
Right,
the body 10 times.
I'm about to say, am I
He like that friend can come to
guest?
your house and eat, but he can't go in the refrigerator just quite yet.
I like that. I like
that
one. That if you work hard, you can play harder. That is one of the biggest fucking misconceptions ever.
That's a super lie.
That's super lie.
Talk about it. Why is it a lie? For those who may not understand the weight.
So, you think that if you put in all this energy and effort into your everyday life and you put your best foot forward and, you're doing all the right things, making all the right moves. And then when it's time for you to take that break, you can really break. Nah, nigga, ain't no breaks in life. You gonna get broke. That's what you gonna do. You'll get broke. That's what you
Them bills
do.
don't stop. Them bills don't stop.
And it is funny, and the reason why I say that is because I literally just did my end of year review, right? And of course, my new PM, she's great. So my review has probably been one of the best it has ever been in all of my years as a government employee. And she was just like, this is just the kind of the review you should have been receiving. And then they give you awards, right? And I always ask for time off because I'm like, I make enough money. I don't want y'all to tax me no motherfucking more. Just give me the time off, right? But I'm just getting around to using my time off award from last year. A whole year later, right? So I sat and thought about it. I was like, I still got that time to use. I'm on a flex schedule now because I was working so many fucking hours during the week. I was going over and not getting compensated for it. And then it was like when I needed to take leave, it just wasn't super flexible. So she hit me to a better schedule, right? Long story short. And then we have this thing called use or lose as government employees.
Yeah.
I have 168 hours of use or lose left. I have 24 hours of credit time earned on books and 24 hours of credit time earned off book, plus my time off award from last year. So I had to be realistic with her. I was like, you know what? Just give me the money this year because you're going to give me all these hours and I'm not going to be able to use them in conjunction with what I already had. So one of my project leads was like, you're taking leave? And I was like, yeah, why? He was like, you will never take leave. He was like, so you're gonna be gone for a while. I was going to St. Thomas. I was like, no, just Thursday, Friday, and Monday. He was like, that's not a vacation. And I got to thinking, I was like, I guess that's really not a long enough vacation for me working over 40 hours a week. So next week is my birthday on the 13th, and I'm supposed to be taking off the whole week. But I ended up taking 2 self-care days this week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, I come back to a shit show at work, and I'm like, see, this is why I don't take off.
I see that all the time.
No, I'll take off. Like 254 emails in 2 days.
Dang.
3 fires I gotta put out. Yeah, no. Work hard, and you still gotta work even harder when you take when you go play hard.
Curious now, what do you do for a living?
I'm a project manager.
Gotcha.
So I just was like, yeah, no, because when you go play, when you come back, now you gotta work double time, even harder, just because you played. And I didn't even play hard. Like, imagine if I took the whole week off. The fuck? Like, yeah, no, this ain't life. This can't be life.
Say life.
This ain't life.
Oh man.
Yeah, listen, I felt that one.
Yeah, so that work hard and play harder shit, nah, that don't apply to people like us. That don't apply to us people that really gotta work.
Okay. So that's one thing they lied to you about when it come to work. What about you, cuz? What they lied to you about when it came to work? What they lied to you about?
If you put the work in, you'll get what you deserve. That is a lie.
That was the other one. That's the biggest lie.
That is the biggest lie I was ever told.
I think my lie and your lie coincide in some
way.
They coincide.
They one in one. Like you can't tell me. You can't tell me that jobs just don't have favorites and people they want to see progress more than someone else. Not that person is more qualified than you. It's just they've been there longer and they didn't kiss enough booty in the right places that's the person they want.
Yep.
And I ain't one of them people. I'm going, and as I've learned over the past couple of years, I'm coming when I want. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do, but I'm leaving when it's time to go. So I've realized that the lie of working hard and nope, y'all not. If I need time off, I'm taking it. I deal with the repercussions when I come back. Whatever I got to fix when I come back, I fix it when I get back. But I'm taking my time. Like I'm using my time. I've learned ain't nothing promised tomorrow. So take your time when you got your time. Take your vacation. Get some. Listen, I never wanted to work remotely until recently.
Oh, it's amazing.
I had off yesterday, and I was doing some work from my job, but I was doing it from my iPad, looking at some water, and I realized like this is what I want to do all the time. I don't want to work nowhere. I want to sit in my car or sit on the beach with my iPad or my MacBook and just do some work. I can work effectively that way. It's peaceful. I got great scenery. I mean, even though I was sitting at Kelly Drive and I was looking at brown water, but it was quiet. It was quiet. It was relaxing. I had my damn iPad sitting on my dashboard. I'm sitting there just touching and moving and shit. And I'm like, why didn't I do this before? Like now I'm at work, like I'm looking for every remote job you can find.
Hey.
Playboy.
Listen, when COVID hit and I already had telework like a couple days out of the week.
Right.
And of course, work for the Navy, there's
tenured
employees. They don't really like telework because they feel like if they can't see you working, you're not working.
Yeah,
I had to tell my former PM, I was like, listen, just because I'm here and you see me, don't mean you see me working.
I ain't working.
I get more shit done at home than I do here. I said, because all these people that don't want to work, they come to my desk to talk to me all day. And then we're going to take little walks and longer lunch breaks because we don't want to fucking be here. I said, and furthermore, if I come in here at 6 o'clock, I live in DC. I'm jetting at 2:30 because I'm going to beat traffic. I'm not giving you no extra hours. I'm at home. I'll look up and go, damn, it's 4:35 o'clock. I'll log off. You might get some extra hours out of me. Okay, but if I gotta come into the office, what you say, Reg? I'm gonna come in when I want and I'm gonna leave on time. If not before. And I'm definitely taking more than 30 minutes for lunch because y'all not about to blow my life all day. So no, remote work, and we ended up being fully remote because of COVID, and then like slowly they try to bring us back in. But now DC got this whole land swap thing going on, long story short. The government trying to steal all of the land and build as they can. So they offered us the option to change our virtual operating environment. And at first we was coming in 1 day a week, but then when we saw other people, those others that you were talking about, Reg, I was like, they fully remote? Oh, we want to be fully remote too. The 3 Black people trying to do the right thing and to come in and be in the office and be seen and hold our desk. We was like, fuck that desk. We don't need it. We got desk at home. So we fully remote now. Best thing ever. My work-life balance that's a real thing. That work-life balance thing is a real thing. It really is. But I'm with you, Rich.
I had an argument with my supervisor about that the other day. Like we literally argued about work-life balance. I was like, you spend 12 hours at this job and you give your household 2 hours before you have to go to sleep. Does that not feel wrong to you?
That's the
right. She was like, no. She was like, because we have work to do and we have to get our work done. And I was like, you're tripping. Because I tell you this, it's no way I'm giving no job that doesn't care about me 12 hours every day. When they gonna replace me when I croak?
What the meme say? Fuck that job.
I take your PTO
because when you go, they gonna replace your ass within 2 weeks.
That's a
fact. If not sooner.
It's not sooner.
So yeah, I'm just, and I'm thankful that I now have a PM because she's a female who understands family first, and we all got things to deal with, and she's very understanding and considerate. But unfortunately, I was working for males before that, and they don't care that you done had a baby. Why you need more than 30 days off? Like, you got female problems. We don't care that you got cramps. Like,
I got the reverse. My female supervisor is the one who don't care about what your personal life is.
That's very odd.
Now my male supervisor, he care about everybody's well-being, their livelihood. He want to make sure you happy when you at work. She don't give 2 shits. Listen, she be like, you here, you supposed to work. And if you working for me, you supposed to work. I don't care what you got going on in your life.
That's crazy. And that is really a direct correlation to how she was mentored and came up through the ranks of her
leadership
and that kind of shit. And I just like, you know, like I always say, I don't really want to take a managerial position in the government. Like I keep saying, if I go to the next grade, they got to be non-managerial because I don't got time to manage people's attitudes and personalities and issues.
I guess you're a GS11?
No, I'm 13.
Oh, you're 13?
Saying, yeah, they were like, oh, you don't want to take this 14? Fuck no, it's a non-managerial? No, then I don't want it. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I'll max out in a couple years. And
when my dad retired, he was a 14. He retired as a 14.
Yeah.
Non-manager.
And like I said, it's a unicorn position, but it's like, and again, greatest lie ever told. If work, get a good government job, so secure, you're set for life, it's easy work. Nigga, no, it ain't. Like, I was really trying to avoid this for the longest time, but it just so happened, it just worked out in the benefit of me and my husband. You know, him being a contractor was the better thing to do, vice me staying a contractor. Now, I have my PNP, so literally I can go probably take a contract job and make way more than what I'm making right now. But I'm going to have to be in somebody's office all day. I'm going to have to manage people. I'm probably going to have to travel. I don't want to do none of that shit. Like, I you know, everybody talking about this like soft life and soft girl era. Listen, I'm in my relaxed era, like cruising life. I don't want to do nothing that's going to stress me the fuck out. I'm getting gray hairs at 40 already. I'm not with this shit. Like, no, this work hard, play hard and shit does not really exist.
No.
You work so hard, you don't get to play.
And apparently, according to Cuz, if you work as hard, you get what you deserve. It's also a lie, and I have to co-sign on that. I have to co-sign.
Man, they lied when they told me that working for the post office was a great company to work for. Lies, lies, and more lies.
Damn.
They don't tell you that you work 10 and 12-hour days every day, and they don't let you work your actual schedule that you're supposed to work.
Listen,
they don't tell you that when you there, you belong to the post office and you ain't leaving till they feel like they need you to go home.
That's crazy.
Listen, I was on 2 days this week. I done worked 10 hours today, 10 hours on Monday. I'm working half a day tomorrow for Cinco de Drinko. I'm gonna go pick up some jewelry.
Cinco de Drinko.
And I'm gonna go work out. And then I'm gonna probably eat and drink all the calories that I worked off. That's the life I'm trying to live. That's what I'm about these days. Went to St. Thomas and spent an egregious amount of money on jewelry. Yeah, that's the kind of life I want to live. Like, I don't want this life anymore. No, I'm not with it. Y'all lied to me.
Listen, I saw the advantages yesterday of working remotely, and I started applying to everything because I work for the Postal Service. So everything inside, every government agency that was hiring, I applied to them. You want to know why? Because I saw this shit was remote, and I want to sit somewhere with this thing or my MacBook and just do some work. That's it. Have a nice view in front of me and not really worry about a whole day. I'm cool with that. Because this right here ain't cutting. This ain't cutting.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are hip to that now. Like
this can't be
life. The fact that it can be done.
Yes.
It can't be life and life be life. The fact that it can be done. Like they used to try to tell us, oh, you know, remote work doesn't work. People don't do it. You can't get stuff done. You can't, what was the term they like to use? You can't interact with your teammates. And, you know, what?
Man, Zoom calls are awesome.
Listen, Teams has really changed the game.
Zoom, all that, it works.
Change the game.
All of it works, man.
Change the game.
That's a fact.
You just dunked on Brown head? My bad, I'm sorry. Brown just got dunked on.
That's what's up.
What's your biggest work lie ever told to you?
Yeah, what's your biggest one?
I think the biggest lie of work that I've ever been told was, just keep your head down and do what you're supposed to do, and everything will turn out okay.
Another one full of BS.
Like, you
Damn
could keep
straight.
your head down, mind your business, and sometimes that makes you a bigger target. I know it
It
has happened
does.
for me. I know it has happened for me. And this is gonna, y'all could take this however y'all want it, listeners. I'm not a misogynist, but I do work in a very more female populated job. And yeah, it's not enough to just come in and work. Like now, actually, it's crazy actually because all of the newer people in more recent years, it's a different environment. They don't give a fuck that I exist. Like I literally can now just come in, work, and be out. And if I don't laugh, if I nobody calls my name, they might not even know I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I don't exist. But previously, with all the people who've been there for years on top of years, it was like, well, who's that? Why is he speaking to them and not speaking to why didn't he come to this luncheon? Why is he not doing the potluck? Why doesn't he want to do this? Why does he want to do that? Wait a minute. He didn't sign the card for somebody's deceased grandmother, but I saw him outside of work at somebody else's funeral from here.
Oh Lord.
Like,
It's nigga, I don't fuck with you. Oh, sorry.
right. Like it's that kind of thing. I guess because some of the older guys or the other guys, they tend to be more mingly, but they more mingly for whatever purposes. Either they're jovial, social type characters that don't have a life to go back to, or they working on some side cooch. I don't have them issues. I don't have them issues. I came to the building for the check. Like, that's it.
Just here to collect the check.
I came to the building for the check. I was not one of those people lying in the interviews about how I can't wait to make such and such better with my hard work and all my contributions. No, I need a job. I need to pay bills.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here.
I'm just here so I don't get fired, boss.
You hear me?
I'm just here so I don't get fired, boss.
March on energy. You feel me?
Right.
What's the greatest lie in love that y'all have been told? We're gonna start with you this time, Cuzzo. Damn, not the eye roll for both of you motherfuckers. Lord.
Just to get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else. Greatest lie ever told in love. I ain't never leaving. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Just do that.
That's bullshit.
No, hold on.
If shit ain't going right, motherfuckers is out. Out. I'm a runner. I'm a track star. Listen, man, I seen it. Motherfuckers do it. How do you
chill.
Keep going. Chill. Give me the content we love.
Yo! You asked me what was the biggest lie. I don't know why you asked me that question. Now, see, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to preface this the right way. If you would have asked me this question a year ago, I would have not had that answer. But you asked me that question now where I'm not in that depressed state anymore. So I'm going to give you my honest answer.
It's fair.
You didn't expect that, did you? You didn't expect that, did you?
Oh, cuz.
But no, that's the reality of it. Like,
got mad personal. I ain't see that coming.
Even in today's,
you allowed to, but I just didn't see it coming.
Love is a personal topic, period.
Yeah, love's a personal
Like, if you want to be honest about it, like when you ask someone about anything pertaining to love, it's always going to be personal.
Or it's going to be a reference to themselves.
But there's personal, and then there's what this nigga just did, okay?
You probably gonna want to hear my shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know both of y'all personally. People hear this, Jesus. Wow.
Listen, okay. I've learned to keep it all the way real in the past year or so. So
okay. I ain't knocking you. Like I said, you caught me off guard, but I ain't knocking.
Oh yeah,
ain't
but
no
you know,
gavel
like
in my hands. Ain't no gavel in my hands.
But you know, like you people will say things that they think the person wants to hear.
This is fun.
Like, you know, like when we talk about like loving unconditionally, right? And everybody likes to use the Chris Rock thing where he was like, you know, only babies, women, and dogs are loved unconditionally, right?
Mm-hmm.
To an extent, he might have been right. Because a man's love is based off of what he can provide.
Ooh,
and that wasn't a lie. That was the truth. Like, that love is based off of what you provide for the household, what you provide for her, what you provide for the kids, the protection that you provide, the security that you give them. A man will love a woman and not ask her for a fucking thing. There is men out here who genuinely just love their woman because of who she is. She might not even do half of the shit he really likes, but because he loves her, he puts that before the actual fact that he don't like shit about her.
Hey, nah, come back. Don't do that. Don't
do that.
Back.
Bring your ass back.
Come back.
Bring your ass back.
Come
on back.
I had to go give a Ric Flair off camera for that.
You know, so when we talk about these lies that we were told in love, man, it's whatever that person spits to you that day, to be honest, because you never know what lie was told.
Yeah.
It's so many different lies that was told.
Damn, that's different.
It's hard.
That's what I said. Like, I've experienced enough with love in life where I could say, you know, how people be like, God, was this a lesson that you was trying to teach me? God, fuck your lessons. I love you, God, but fuck your lessons. Don't give me no more lessons when it comes to love. I done got enough in this lifetime. I done got a whole enough of them. I'm cool. I'm good. Keep your lessons. I don't need another one in this lifetime.
I cannot stand you.
I'm just being real. Like,
let me get myself together over here, Jesus Christ. Oh, I said, God, fuck your lessons.
I'm like, what?
God, fuck your lessons, dog. Like, I don't need no more. Like, you done gave me enough. I done been through enough shit in this life with love. I don't need another lesson. Just point me in the direction of motherfucker you want me to be with, and let us figure this shit out.
That's a bar. That's for real. I ain't mad at that.
I don't need to be with another motherfucker that I'm not supposed to be with, so I can learn another lesson about some shit that I done already learned. No, put me with the motherfucker I'm supposed to be with, so we can learn some shit about each other and work this shit out.
We gonna have to have a whole nother episode about lessons we already learned, lessons we supposed to learn, all that shit. Cause this, wow.
Listen, what Kodak Black said, God, if you love me and you really fuck with me, send me my soulmate. I ain't got time to be out here playing on this app. Send me the person I'm supposed to be with, God. If you love me and you fuck with me, send me the person that's really for me, God. I was laughing. But Kodak Black was so serious, and I felt him.
I felt him on that. I felt on it.
Mish, cut this nigga off. What's your answer before he says some shit, and people be like, "Damn, you just let him go on there and talk about stuff just like that."
Listen, I know
real shit.
I'm here. Hold on, let me say this. I'm here to pod. I told you, I haven't podded in a while. I'm here to pod.
He said he gonna get it in. He gonna miss his opportunity to shine, baby.
Here to pod, Reg. I just want to knock him the fuck out, man. Here to pod, Reg. It's always a problem.
Here.
I love it though.
As Steph said to Sacramento the other night, I'm him. I'm him. I'm here.
I'm that nigga.
All right, Reg. Animal. Cut this nigga off, man. Before I mute his mic.
So now, what was your lie? Oh
no. We going with Mish. We going with Mish.
Okay, so my probably not too far off from his. You cannot love a person through anything, and love is not reciprocal.
Well, you gonna give us 2 for 1? Oh, all right.
It's the same
All
shit.
right.
That was a bar.
You can love a motherfucker as hard as you want, and if they don't love themselves, they're not gonna love you back.
Facts.
That's a motherfucking bar.
If a motherfucker don't love themselves, how they gonna love any fucking body else? They damn sure ain't gonna love you. And you loving on them harder and harder and harder really ain't gonna do nothing but make them dislike you more and more and more, because you're not doing anything but showing them shit about themselves that they don't want to deal with, and they have a lack of patience for you. Because
got me about to jump off this camera again. Good Lord.
Because you trying to make them be better.
Talk your ish.
And you know, they say you're supposed to set the example and, you know, be the change people want to see. And, you know, no, that shit don't work either. Sometimes you just gotta be downright fucking nasty with a person. Be like,
talk your
fuck
ish.
you, fuck your problems, fuck your mama, fuck your daddy, fuck all that shit. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
What I have on tonight on this episode, bro? We got Pac and Pop with this bitch. What is going on tonight on this episode?
Hit him up. First off, fuck your bitch in the clicky clay.
Hey man, listen.
Niggas is snapper tonight. Oh my God, I might have to put gunshots through the.
You know that my mouth is already reckless, right? And it just every year I just get better with time. I'll be 42 next year, and what I don't have time to do is fucking bullshit and fuck around with you. That goes for anybody.
Anybody.
So, this is real unfiltered. Like, I have learned a lot of life lessons, and I paid a lot of money to go to therapy to get these life lessons reiterated to me.
Tell you something.
God damn
therapy is a motherfucker, and it's a beautiful motherfucker.
It is. It is.
And if you ain't ever been to therapy, I recommend it like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it's very helpful. But yeah,
when you get to sit there and talk about your shit, and there's somebody not judging you, they just listening to your shit, and they give you a critique here and there, or they give you some homework to go home and do. That shit works.
You realize,
I swear to God, I didn't find out who I was until last year this time, where I was sitting in therapy and I had a whole fucking breakdown because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Mm-hmm. And my therapist said to me, if you don't start talking, you're wasting your money and my time, and I ain't gonna sit here and deal with it. And when he said that, I started talking, and the next thing I know, the fucking tears started coming. I'm sitting there looking like I don't know what's going on, and he not saying nothing. He just letting me get it all out.
You go. Mm-hmm.
And then he gave me little critiques and gave me some homework. And next thing I know, I was like, damn, like I really was fucked up. Like I was fucked up. Like I was a fucked up mate. Like, oh shit. So yeah, like you gotta learn some shit about yourself sometimes.
Yep. Yeah.
And sometimes the shit you learn about yourself, then you start seeing the shit in the other person you dealing with and be like, why the fuck did I allow that shit to happen?
Because you love them.
But then you start saying that love shit, and then motherfuckers be like, yeah, but why did I allow that to happen?
Yeah.
You know why? Because the love lie. That's what it's called. The love lie. You feel like that I love you, so I know that I can just work with you through this. I know you didn't mean to do that to me. You were in a bad place. I know you love me. You know, I know you love what we have.
Right.
Love is the biggest fucking lie I ever told. This is what me and my sister always say. Marriage is a fucking business contract.
It is.
Because you don't need a piece of paper to be with someone that you
totally
really love and love spending time with.
I thought you was about to get up and walk away.
I thought you was too. I'm about to say, bring your ass back here. Come on. But no, so love is literally the biggest lie. But
it's a business contract that's not in the business of men.
No.
That's another conversation. Don't start that shit.
That's another conversation. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I can tell you, and if you watch any of the pods that I've been on for 2 Kings, I'm kind of different. So it's like, I probably feel like, yes, I can err on the side of women are one-sided in marriage a good majority of the time. And I always say, like, you know, when I was growing up, I never wanted to get married because I did get to see the lies told from people that love you. And then my thing is, you can't love this person if you doing shit to hurt them. And I was like, if that's what love look like, or i.e. marriage, I don't want it. But then you find someone you think is not cut like that. And you like, oh yeah, okay, I can do this. Nope, I can't get somebody else to do it because you just as bad as that shit.
So somebody asked me recently, they said, would you ever get married again? Now, mind you, I've been married twice. First time I was young, didn't know what I was doing, had no idea. Second time, I thought it was the real thing, thought it was going to be amazing. Turned out it didn't last. So it is what it is. They asked me, would I do the marriage thing again? And I said to them, that person almost got to be downright amazing for me to want to do that one more time. And they got to understand the business contract that we're about to get into. Because this time, I don't know if I'm really marrying for love. I'm married because we both can support each other in a way that makes us both happy.
Yep.
Because that love shit,
why do you have to get married to do that? Why do you got to get married to do that, though?
Exactly.
Oh,
here we go. Come on.
So you don't have to get married to be with somebody you love for the rest of your life. We're grown. We can admit that.
Yeah.
However, as a man who values legacy among the top things and values he has in life, and speaking from that standpoint, that is why a lot of men who actually get married for a purpose, not because she pressured you, not just because you got her knocked up, but you willingly, knowingly got involved into marriage, is because you are thinking about family. And I don't care how anybody feels about it, what anybody thinks about it. Marriage is a better way, 9 times out of 10, to lay protection for a family. That's true. Keeps a man more invested. It keeps a woman and children more protected if something happens to that man. Now, I saw you make your face when I said it keeps the man more invested.
It was the word invested.
I'm just going to keep it a buck. Y'all going off the cuff and keep it 3,000. I'm going to just keep it a buck. As far as invested, because you're not just going to break up with your wife. You're not. The fact is, two people, these marriages and these relationships are two imperfect people trying to learn to be with each other in a fashion that's perfect for them. Right?
How that song go?
Which song?
I'm a runner, I'm a track star.
Right. But look, honestly,
because that's what today's society is.
I do feel like women run before men do. Women run more than men do.
Run, hard ass.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they're encouraged.
But you know why? Because women don't have as much to lose as men. That's the problem.
My point exactly. And that goes back to the word investment, right? Mm-hmm. Because now you're thinking about the things, the money you spend, the house you're going to buy. Like the fact that there are people in these days and times buying homes with people that they're not married to me, Navri Charles, sounds insane. You know what I'm saying? Like a house, like with a mortgage.
I don't understand that.
Now, if you are a person who just doesn't believe in marriage, period, I can't say nothing about your beliefs. Your beliefs are what they are. But if you actually are going to get married afterwards, I don't get it. That I don't get. Over my head. Okay, I don't understand.
You know why people do that?
Relate.
Because they want to make sure folks are truly invested. And I can tell you that from experience because that's what I did. Like, let's be clear, because you know, when you met me, what I said, I'm not really interested in getting married. Like,
right.
And so, like, when the house thing came up, it was just kind of like, we're not married. I'm not putting my name on this house. Like, we can live together though. Like, if that's financially feasible for you, because I have my own place, remember? So it was like, I was doing life on my own. So it's a matter of, are you really invested? Like, let me see what your living habits like. What your spending habits like. Like, what are your vices? Can I really do this with you? But the problem is a lot of times you're getting folks representatives. And then when they lock you in, it's like, so a lot of times people do that to see what's really real, and then they get married. Like they say, oh, I guess I could do this for a lifetime.
I mean, I'm not big on any type of lifetime commitment before saying you're willing to make a lifetime commitment. That's for me, houses and kids.
Well, but that's the thing. I didn't put a name on a house. But so why would a person do that? Why would you do that? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like tying your name, your credit, all that into a home with a person that you are not married to already. You're already not 100% committed to life forever with that person, or at least that's what you're going for. You know what I'm saying? Granted, forever don't always work out. But if you at least were going into it with that plan, y'all some Debbie Downers like a motherfucker tonight. But
Debbie Downers though.
It's water in here,
realist,
but I'm about to put brown.
Realist. That's what we are.
Brown in this cup. Jesus.
Listen.
I came to buy. I don't know what you expect.
I came to do what I was supposed to do.
I came to pot, Reg. I really do. I said it on his podcast, and I'm gonna say it on mine. But
I don't know what to expect from me. Like I came here to buy.
In terms, I didn't know what to expect, but I damn sure ain't expect that. But like I said, that's what it is. So to tie it all up in a bow, you don't have to get married to be with somebody that you love forever. And I can't speak from a woman's standpoint. I can only have conjecture. But as far as, like I said, the benefits for her financially, because let's just assume that these are women who are marrying dudes who have money to bring to the table. Not like rich necessarily, but at least they're financial contributors. Then yes, knowing that you don't have to take care of these kids by yourself if you have kids with this person, or, knowing that if something happens to that person, there's money from their, earnings left back to you to help you, do what you have to do. Marriage ensures that. That's what marriage is for. As you said, it's a business contract. There's no dispute on that it's not a business contract. The thing where I guess I'll differ with y'all.
You good?
I think it's supposed to be a contract all around. I think it's not. I think it's supposed to be a contract all around. We're talking about business and we're talking about personal. Like as far as personal development, you two should be going into it with the idea of aiding each other's personal development. Of course, you got to do a lot of work by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Your own. Of course, you have to do your own. But why would you be with somebody to not help them get to where they want to get? People do it. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying
some people have an issue with change. You know what I'm saying?
Now that, in my opinion, no, I'm not even going to say in my opinion. People can feel how they want about it. If you don't want to change, stay to yourself. Stay to yourself and take on a companion occasionally if you don't want to change.
But
because that way you can get the benefits of companionship without the commitment, and you can stay who you are because they know coming into it who you are is who you want to be, and that's what you're going to do.
That's not ideal for men or women, because women.
It's not ideal. It's not ideal, but not changing.
It sound good.
But who's gonna admit? Who's really gonna say, "Hey, look, I like how I am. I have no intentions of changing myself because I'm perfect the way I am."
This motherfucker say that shit.
These days, that's cool to say.
Oh yeah, these days, now. But as we talked about, there is a conversation to be had on this podcast about why women are now not as interested in marriage.
That is another episode.
Yes, I know. That's why I said that. I said there is the conversation we've had about another episode. Listen,
I don't know if you're gonna be on that episode because we got to recruit women to make that one pop.
I just want to sit. I want to sit and listen to all the episode. I might have 3 cents to add, but I want to be with all the women on this episode because I want to hear them say this shit. I don't want to listen to it later. I want to hear it in real time.
Watch the episode.
Fuck that. No. That need to be alive then. Y'all need to get it.
No, because you're going to jump in and you're going to interrupt these damn women. You're not going to sit there and shut up.
That's alive.
You might have to make that one of the live shows.
Turn into the power red in the middle of them women talking. Hell no.
We can let them talk.
But okay, with all that being said, we have exhausted the hate speech on love. So what is your greatest love lie ever told?
It's kind of in the ballpark in terms of just the lie that love is enough. I'll just sum it up that way. Love is enough. Just love is enough. That all you need is love. As long as you have love.
All you need is love. That's a sign.
It is, and it's a lie. Like
that's always a lie.
Because I'm a person who does believe that love is more than a feeling, that love is not nothing without the verb part of it.
Yes, love is an action word. I don't care what nobody says.
And it's a choice that you have to continue to make. Mm-hmm. But all that being said, even with loving somebody as an action, even with loving somebody as an emotion, and choosing to do it again, day after day after day after day, it does not mean it's enough to carry your relationship or marriage.
Absolutely.
It does not mean that. That is a lie.
I had to learn that down. That was one of the lessons I got.
It's unfortunate because then people, when you realize it's not enough, people end up really beating themselves up because they did all the loving in all of the forms that it's supposed to count. And then it's like, well, then it must be my fault. There must be something wrong with me. I must be the problem.
That's where therapy come in.
Yeah. Or then you feel like you don't love somebody so much.
Earlier. Yeah, thank you for the therapy plug earlier because we mentioned it almost every episode. Mm-hmm. So thank you for getting that plug in for us earlier. You did the work for me.
Right. But yeah, I feel like you can love somebody so much they make you hate their ass.
Yeah, well, for sure. That one thing that ain't a lie is that's the thin line between love and hate. There ain't no damn lie.
About as thin as these lines on this damn screen.
You hear me?
Just very thin too.
But that was a bar cut. But yeah, I think that's the greatest one is that that it in itself is enough. Yeah. It's not. It's just not because the other person has to be on that same type time, and you actually have to be able to work together. Like we you guys, gave the horror story version, but there's people that are actually loving each other, care about each other, have each other in high esteem, and they're not supposed to be together. And that's why that relationship doesn't work. They are two good people with healthy mindsets about marriage and love and all these types of things, but they don't belong together. Mm-hmm. It's just that simple. They don't belong together. And then they're sitting here trying to love on each other. Perfect word. And they just loving on each other and they're bringing it to the table. But like Mimi said, they're misaligned. So it's like puzzle pieces. It doesn't matter how good those puzzle pieces look. Even if both of them are the exact same shape, that's the problem. They don't join together. They're not something in between them that's always missing. So they'll never be able to get the whole puzzle. They'll never be able to make the full picture. As close as they come to it, their joint is there. And in their lives, it's noticeable. That absence of what will make it whole is noticeable. And then they'll become unhappy. They'll become unhappy. Not the unhappy that's momentarily, the unhappy that leads to misery.
That rage with things.
You know what I'm saying? So
because he's talking right now.
That is the biggest lie that I've ever been told about love. I've seen it.
Let him cook.
I've seen that. So we did work, we did love, and let's just go for life in general. And I'm gonna go with one for life. I'm gonna start this one off before y'all show y'all ass again. Practice makes perfect. That is a lie. That is a lie.
We talking about practice.
Practice makes
Sorry,
practice.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
Cause you already know.
Practice makes practice.
Practice makes practice. Practice owes you nothing. Practice guarantees you nothing except for improvement. It does not mean you will ever gain mastery. It just means you will get to do it better than the last time you did it. It doesn't mean you're going to win. It doesn't mean you're destined to succeed. Because I'm not meant to be a singer. I can practice it for however long, and I'm never going to get paid to sing. Never. Because it's not meant for me. That's not where I'm supposed to be. That's not where my blessing, my gift, my talent, whatever you want to call it. So I could craft enough skill to where I'm better than I am right now, but not enough to actually be, truly valuable in that aspect. That whole practice make perfect thing have you, and I'm gonna combine it with another lie, that you can be anything you want as long as you believe in it and work hard. Unfortunately, that's not true. It's just not. There's certain things in life, whether it's about your physical capabilities, whether it's about your mental capabilities, or whether it's about your personality that just won't allow you to thrive in certain aspects. Me and Cuz, we coach basketball, and we've seen kids that work hard. They never miss a practice. They're there early before you can open the doors, and they are not going to actually have what's considered a successful career. They're not.
Yeah.
Being able to even make their high school team would be great. Well, actually, the standards for high school teams now have been lowered, so they'll probably make it. But they will not be able to play at the next level. Nobody's going to take them. It doesn't matter. They could be on the team that has a great record and be an important part of that team with what they bring to that team, but it won't get them anywhere beyond that. Because what's going to happen is you have a coach like me, you have a coach like Coach Reggie, you have a coach like the ones that's in our circle that's going to sit there and take our time out individually to find out how to make things work for that particular player, how to maximize them with what's going on around them. Not every coach finna do that, yo. Most of them ain't. Most coaches, they're looking for somebody who fits into what they have going on.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't play or you don't make the team. Very simple.
Yeah.
Same thing with love. Same thing with the jobs. Just in life in general. You can work hard at being the best cook for your man, for your woman, and it doesn't matter. You just don't. You're never gonna be their favorite chef. You done got cookbooks,
Niggas ain't gonna like
the
it.
recipes. It's just that their palate and what you got going on don't hit. Step in that boxing gym all you want. Spend all that time with that trainer all you want. And you step in that ring and your success will be limited. You will not be as great as you thought you were going to be, as you hoped you were going to be. And all that work you put in, and I think that's the most depressing part of the lie, is when somebody commits themselves to something that they're not built for.
Yep. Like marriage.
And then reality sets in.
Like marriage.
I hate the both of you motherfuckers. I mean, in some cases, true. Let's just keep it a beat. In some cases, it's true. Yeah. In some cases, that's just true. Like, you're not built for it. There is such a thing as people who are not built for marriage. Let's put that on the table. There is such a thing as people who are not built for marriage. Not marriage to this person or that person. Marriage. You ain't built for it. But because they told you that it's what you were supposed to do, and maybe somebody even showed you through their marriage it was what you're supposed to do, then once you find this person that you are fond of, that you would like to keep around, you go and you follow in those footsteps, and then you ruin that person's life on your own.
Yeah.
Because you didn't realize that you're not cut
like that.
You ain't cut like that.
You ain't cut like that.
You ain't cut like that.
You ain't cut like that.
And now shit is in shambles. So yeah, I think that whole thing about just practice making perfect. If you do it enough times, you'll eventually be great. It's not across the board. I'm not saying don't shoot for your dreams, people. I'm not saying that practice has never gotten me anywhere. That's a damn lie. Practice has led me to success. But practice is more towards helping you improve at things. That's really what it is. It helps you get better than you were the day before. So, what in life? Let's go, Mish. What in life? Just the general life lie. Oh, well, he put his hand up, so I'm gonna let him go.
Let him cook.
I was just waiting for my hand. I want to put my hand down.
Oh, all right.
You want to go or not?
You go ahead. You go.
As a project manager, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That is the greatest lie ever told in life.
Ooh, wow.
Because you can plan some shit all you want, and that shit is not going to go according to plan, especially if you are planning along with another motherfucker that ain't planning the same way you planning. There you go, and then life be lifing. So I used to think that this whole 5-year plan of mine was the move.
Hold on, can I interrupt you for 1 second
Mm-hmm.
to ask a question about that though?
Mm-hmm.
So I get the planning part not being locked in, but the part about if you fail to plan, can you also speak to that? Is that also a lie?
Yeah, it is.
So
the saying is, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail.
Planning to fail. Yeah.
You can plan all you want, and you just might fail because there are so many outside factors that work against you. And people think that they can follow this little 5-year plan, right? Because I used to be this person. And then what happens is you, like you say, we would say you're not cut like that. Because now you got to recalibrate because what life be lifing. And because your plan is not going according to plan, now you falling off and failing because things not looking like how they supposed to look for you. And you're out here checking these life boxes. And if you're not married by 30, you don't got your house by 32, you ain't got your kids by 35, you don't know what the fuck to do with yourself. Like, you don't plan for failures. You have to plan for the failures. You have to plan for the dumb successes. You have to plan for the disappointments. Like, you can plan all day, but that is not going to stop your plan from failing, especially if it's not meant for you. That plan, that path is not for you. And I think what happens is people, again, like I said, they don't know how to recalibrate when the plan ain't going according to plan. And then they start doing dumb shit. Like, you don't necessarily have the best relationship with say a person, but you hit this 35-year mark and you want this baby, and now you ain't trying to start over. So you just go ahead and take the L because you think it's gonna be a W for you by just going ahead and sticking with this nigga. And then now you wondering why you made this decision because you had to stick with your plan. And look how that plan got you failing.
Greatest thing I was ever told was tell God your plan and see how hard he laughs at it.
Real hard. Real hard.
Because when you start planning and planning, your plan ain't his plan.
Exactly.
Y'all plans don't always match up.
That's a fact.
So to piggyback off of that, I think the greatest lie I was told is that I go back to the first one. Like, you can work extremely hard and you'll get whatever you want. It's not true. It's not true. Because you can work hard all day long and still not come out on the end of the winning side of it. You know,
it's a fact, man.
It's, you know, the lies that we were told. Shit, my favorite lie was told with life is that having kids would be funny. You would love it. No, it's not. They are annoying.
That's why I rent kids.
They are annoying. They cost. They call
that's
they
why
expensive.
Definitely expensive.
They expensive.
They do shit that you gotta look at them and be like, what the fuck was you thinking?
They annoying. Yeah.
And then when they get to a certain age, they think they know everything. And then that's a whole new conversation because now I want to punch you in the face.
I mean, whole time, if you want to keep it a buck, I think the greatest lie we was ever told is not being told the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. You done.
It's a wrap. I
wrapping this up. It's not gonna get no better than that. It's not gonna get no better than that. I'm sorry.
I mean, because there was so much shit that our parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles and the OGs and the mentor-mentee relationships could have told us that they didn't, because they didn't want to dispel, certain things that were looked at as truth that really was a lie. So you just lied to me by not saying shit to me all my life.
Mm-hmm. And then when you ask them about it, as an adult, now they got all the truth in the world for you.
Hey, I did you a disservice. I should have said something. Thank you. Now that I'm fucking out of half of everything, me and my kids.
Where was this at? Where was this at? Where was your antennas at when I needed that truth 6 years ago?
And this is why I tell people, don't be mad at me because I keep it G. Don't be mad at me because I refuse to lie. Don't be mad at me because I'm not gonna shuck and jive and bullshit.
I've lost some friends because I keep it a bean with everybody.
Damn straight.
I tell y'all what y'all don't want to hear.
Facts.
And at the end of the day, you can still be my friend at the rest. I'm gonna be yours.
Can't say I ain't tell you.
But you can't say I lied to you. You can't say I didn't have a conversation with you.
I told you because I fuck with you.
I told you because I fuck with you.
I feel like if you gonna keep it real with me, it's because you fuck with me. What Gay say? Just keep it G with me. That's all I ask of you.
Listen, all I ask is keep it real with me. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
That's it. And I know it's hard truths that, like, those are hard pills to swallow, but you know, I respect the motherfucker way more for being honest and upfront with me than to be bullshitting me. Well, and like I tell people all the time, if I ask you a question, please know I already know the answer to the question. So just don't lie to me.
Yeah, most
times. I think that's why I have such a hard time with people that lie, because you don't have to lie to me. I'm like the most even keel person, and I'm very relatable and understandable. But you want to see the demon? Go ahead, lie. Go ahead, lie.
Please
go ahead,
lie. I tell people, don't lie to me, because God holds you accountable for each and every lie, and you wasting them on me.
I tell people all the time, I ain't nobody. Why you lying to me? I'm not that special. The fuck you lying to me?
At the end of the day, I can't do nothing to you about it. Whatever you lying to me about, I can't do nothing to your life.
You'll cross.
I don't have no power over your life. You know what I'm saying? You trying to duck embarrassment, or you trying to duck being humbled. You trying to duck the reality hitting you or something. So you lie to me about it. All right, cool. So if I believed you, it still don't make your life no better. Mm-hmm. If I saw through you and knew you was lying, now it makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of people don't understand, is that people think they embarrassed when somebody's trying to tell them something real. No, like, how about be humble enough to listen to what they got to say? Because what they saying to you might actually help you in the long run.
Okay.
That's why I say you lying. You lying to me by not telling me the truth. Don't help me.
No, don't lie to me.
All right,
lie to your mammy. Lie to your mammy. Don't lie to me.
Let me tell you though. Listen, I'm not one of those people that, and this might come across as crass or whatever. I'm not one of the people that say honesty is always the best policy, because quite frankly, with some people, you can't tell them the truth.
Oh, everybody can't handle the truth. You're right.
Because they can't handle it, and it's only going to drive them into their own private hell. That being said, I think what both of y'all said as far as the greatest lie and not being told what Mish said, and then the part where Red said about telling me after telling me after I've already experienced the raw, after I've already taken the L, now you want to give me the game?
Yeah, you could
Nah,
cut
man,
that
we
shit
wrapping this
yourself.
shit up on those two notes, man, because that's powerful in and of itself. Like that speaks volumes. I'm glad y'all didn't say that earlier, because this would have been 5
It would have been
minutes.
done. Might have been a 15-minute show.
Honestly, because it covers everything. It covers everything. If simply you would give me the game from jump,
don't give me the
instead
game.
of feeling like you can't tell me things, instead of choosing not to tell me things because you want me to buy the illusion, you want me to buy the Disney fantasy,
Ooh,
and then you come back and tell me now. Then you come back and tell me now after I've already seen the nightmare that the dream didn't come true.
And here's
You
the
fucked
thing
me
I hate.
twice. Raw.
This is what I hate. You know the line that I hate probably the most. The game is to be sold, not told.
So not told.
Yo, do you know the price that I gotta pay for you not telling me the game?
Tell me that, mother, please.
Like just listen. What I gotta pay you to get the game? Because the price that I'm gonna have to pay on the back end, it ain't worth the triple net for me. Like, just tell me how much I gotta pay you up front to get the game.
That's true. I mean, but that's only supposed to be to the things that somebody can't tell you. That's the problem. People misuse it for everything. That's supposed to be for the things that I can't tell you. The things that even if I tell you, you're not going to get it. And you have to find out your own way. That's what the game's to be sold, not told is supposed to mean. But people sit
use
there
that shit across the board
and misuse it. Yeah.
That's the shit I hate. Like, don't do
and
that.
warp it. That's supposed to be for the shit. Like, I'm telling you, hey, don't do this, or this is going to happen to you, but I know you still going to do what you want to do, and you're going to have to learn your own way. Yeah. That's what that's supposed to mean. But again, people do what they want with words of meaning. Yeah. That's a whole nother thing. That's my own personal.
I'm about to say it's a whole nother topic behind all of that.
Like I said, I feel like y'all two dropped the bombs where if y'all said it earlier, I'd have cut this shit short.
Sorry.
It covers. No. I mean, thank you, because it drives the point home. It really solidifies and coagulates everything that we've been talking about into these two main spheres. Not telling me and then telling me after I've already experienced, they are so unhelpful. So unhelpful.
Bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? If you're watching this and you fall into the OG category, or you're a mentor, an older sibling, cousin, those two things, don't fuck with that. Don't be that to the person behind you, to the person coming up. Don't be that, please. Yeah. Please. You're not doing them the service that you think you are. You're not helping them. You're hurting. You're making life 10 times worse.
Straight out the gate.
And they should make you the villain in their next therapy session.
Absolutely.
That being said, like I said, man, this pod. Oh man, this is the first time I got to debate what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to cut in a while.
Man, don't cut nothing. Leave it all.
They need all of this shit.
Leave it all.
It came to pod and Big Meesh was here today. Mimi the goddess took a seat and let Big Meesh come out. You know what I mean?
I mean, we came to pod, man. Like this was. I feel like I'm gonna shoot my shot again, speaking into existence or nothing for the show.
Man,
I feel like I need to join this joint.
Hey, listen, people say you gotta put it in the atmosphere. Put it in the atmosphere.
I know you ain't bring the gospel in this. You know what? I'm about to just not do my greeting and just hit end. Okay, y'all stressing me tonight. God damn.
This is what happened when you miss too many weeks of getting shows off, because then we start getting.
That's true.
Pocket with it, like we can't help ourselves.
Yeah, because we ain't potting them in a minute either, man.
Because why we ain't been potting in a minute?
Because.
Okay. Yeah, that's what happened.
All right.
Merch coming soon, people.
Merch coming. You already know it. Merch coming soon.
I found a way to do your merch. I found a way to do your merch where you don't even got to pay for it. I'll tell you offline though. We got to talk about it. But I'll tell you.
Say that.
I was because Instagram be telling you a whole lot of things on how to do things. Found something out.
Listen, good be good for some Instagram. Shit.
We gonna wrap. But man, thank you guys for joining. I know y'all had to get something out of this. If not, y'all didn't watch it, y'all didn't listen. It's just that simple.
Missing it.
It's something in here for everybody.
Something in here for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Even the Debbie Downer portion.
Whatever.
These nasty ass niggas, man. Nasty work. I love them both. I love them both. I fuck with them heavy. You put smut on their name, I'm at you. Nah, but for real, this was definitely dope. It was powerful. It was raw as fuck. You hear me? So definitely watch it from start to finish. If you get triggered somehow, they don't apologize. I'm not even going to apologize on their behalf. Just go talk to them on their own personal.
You care about social and have your conversation. You
might not like what
I say.
Hey, tell your mama, not me. I don't care. I said what I said.
I said what I said. I stand on it.
Yeah, people already know. No take backs ever.
Yeah, I ain't taking nothing back.
I'm a Taurus.
They definitely not taking nothing back.
I'm an Aries. I say you like how it is. I ain't taking nothing back.
Yeah, y'all worse
Oh
than
my
Taurus.
God. Well, y'all shut y'all zodiac asses up, man. Y'all know I don't rock this shit.
Yes, I know. That's why I said it.
Shut up. God damn it. Man. As I always say, be smart, be respectful, be safe and stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Be as good to as many people as possible. I know some people is not going to make that possible, but fuck them. Be good to everybody else. And most importantly, be good to your damn self. On behalf of Mimi the Goddess, aka Big Meech in this bitch. On behalf of Coach Reggie, aka I Came to Pod.
I came to pod.
I came to Pod, Reg. And on behalf
got that one today.
A.C.E, our brother that Sui always be. Love you, bro. Appreciate all the work you do in the background. This has been, and of course, your favorite coach. This has been the Life Be Life Thing podcast. We love y'all. Stay safe, and we'll see y'all next time.